Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm doing a Twilight Zone of the episode called Spur of the Moment. Anne is in the white, and a woman on a black horse is screaming her name as Anne goes for a quick ride. So Anne is like, I'm not staying near this person because this person is screaming. I can't tell what they're saying, so she speeds off before the woman can catch her. And Anne is frantically trying to get back home. Anne is at home and she's like telling her fiance, his name is Robert, and her dad and her mom like what happened, and they're trying to figure out what's going on. And she's like, this woman is screaming at me and she would kill me. Like, I felt like she seriously wanted to kill me. And her fiance, Robert, is like, maybe it's a sign. Maybe she's trying to tell you something. And she's like, really? And he's like, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to lighten the mood. But it doesn't really go that well with Anne, as you can see. And then all of a sudden, her ex-fiance, David, barges in. And her family doesn't like David. David is like pleading his case, like, don't marry Robert, marry me. I love you, and all this stuff. And they're having their issue. Robert is like, are you kidding me? So Anne goes upstairs. They exchange words. The father, he does not like David at all. I mean, he'd rather his daughter with Robert. So Robert and David are arguing, and the only way to get David to leave is that the father-in-law pretty much has to pull a gun out. He has to pull a piece out on David and to tell him to like leave my daughter alone type of thing. Cause like, I feel like it was a business deal of some sort because he was really going hard for Robert instead of David. So flash forward, you see Anne coming back home, and it turns out that it's Anne that was chasing the younger Anne. So Anne's like talking to her mom, and her mom is like, hey, they're gonna get rid of the house. And Anne's like, I don't really care, and I don't care what happens to this house. And her mom's like, why would you not care? And she was like, you and dad did this to me. You guys spoiled me. You guys never really taught me anything. And I was just, his baby. And I was just, I was coddled. I didn't get to like experience a life and making bad choices and everything. And she was like, Robert was telling the truth, that it was a sign. And her mom's just like, really? Like, what the heck is talking, what are you talking about? And the mom doesn't really like to hear Anne bad mouthing the dad. And then walks, you guessed it, David. So even though she mentioned Robert, here's David, and he's like telling his mother-in-law, like, give us some space, woman. I don't want to like, leave me alone with my wife. And he's telling her like, I love her and all this stuff. And then you see a flashback of Anne with Robert, and Anne's just kind of in a mood. So Robert goes and gets her like a coat, and she's just in a mood. It's kind of like, I don't know if it's like her engagement party to Robert. And all of a sudden David comes, and David's like, run away with me. We can elope. Let's be together. He's doing all the stuff that, she's like 18, so she's excited. David's more exciting than Robert. Robert is like an investment broker. So David's like, I'll make you happy. I'll sweep you off your feet. And he's like, let's go away together. So they're doing all the things that forbidden lovers do on the side of the house. And so this is where he's telling her like, let's just run off together. And we'll come back in a couple of years, and your father will have to accept me because I'm married to you now. There's nothing he can do. So they run off. She runs off and leaves Robert on their like engagement. And so fast forward to now, she's like realizing her life because, David is the one that is making them have to sell the estate because of bad investments and everything. So she leaves a lot to go and find her younger self. So in the last scene, you see her riding her horse in hopes of catching up with her younger self to tell her younger self, like, hey, do not make this mistake in marrying David, marry Robert. And I'm assuming that she keeps just chasing herself until the end of time, basically. And that's the end of the story. Guys, it's a really good episode. It is season 5, episode 21. Get into this episode. So I hope you like it. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for watching. Bye, guys.